This doesn't seem safe.
Yeah, I'm afraid I might. Wow, thanks, Spider-Man.
Everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter.
Apparently everybody gets one.
Bingo.
What's up, guys? Darkest Raider. This is my review for The Amazing Spider-Man, the video game. First, I just want to come off and say it's a good game. I just don't feel like it really meets expectations. I just probably set my expectations for the game a little too high. I was expecting Arkham City type quality, because you know that's what some so-called professionals compared it to. But it's kind of like the PS2 Spider-Man games, with the exception of Web Rush. The Web Rush mechanic is probably the thing that would probably make this game worth $60. Also, given that all the free roam, a lot of stuff you can do around the city. The story was well put together. I mean, there was a little tragic moment in the story that almost made me cry. I thought the gameplay was kind of disorganized. I mean, the dodging mechanic could have been a little brushing up on. Because I could be fighting a group of guys and, you know, I see the spider sense tingling and I know I pressed triangle, but for some reason I end up getting hit anyway. I didn't understand those parts. The size of your free roam map on this game, it could be roughly compared to New Marais of Infamous 2. I say it's about that big. I had somebody in the comments of one of my gameplay videos complaining because couldn't see the Statue of Liberty on some Spider-Man game. You can see the Statue of Liberty on here, but you can't actually go to it. And plus, it's so far away, like you could barely know what you're looking at. Like, I just saw a figure of just something holding something in the air, and I guess that's the Statue of Liberty. I did mess around with the PlayStation Move controls. The PlayStation Move controls are okay, but the thing with me is I played the whole game with the PS3 controller, and trying to switch from the PS3 controller to the Move, like, that really takes a lot of time to adapt. And PlayStation Move controllers are okay, just if you put a lot of time into the transition from the controller to the Move controller, I'm pretty sure you can do it, or you could just not play with the PS3 controller altogether. You do unlock new abilities. You can upgrade your powers, your strength, unlocking new abilities along the way of every story mission. And with the exception of one boss fight, Scorpion, oh my god, that Scorpion boss fight was horrible. On video game boss fights in video games, you go through a series of sequences, but they never repeat the same sequence. Like, they always find some way to switch up. But that Scorpion boss fight was horrible. Like, you're literally just doing the same thing over and over until Scorpion's just down for the count. And the Felicia Hardy boss fight, for me, like, that was just, it was kind of aggravating, but I guess it was kind of fun at the same time. Other than those two, all the other boss fights were okay. Oh yeah, the Rhino boss fight. Nerfed Rhino completely. With all this complaining on boss fights, you guys are probably wondering what boss fights are good in the game. The boss fights where you gotta take down a giant robot, and there are a few of them in the storyline, those were okay. The final boss fight with, I don't want to spoil it. Just know the final boss fight is okay. More than okay. What else? Oh yeah, I was talking about Web Rush. Web Rush is a new way of combating Spider-Man and a new way of getting around the city. Getting around the city of New York, you can either web sling or web rush. Me, I'd rather web rush because I think it is faster. I don't think the web slinging... There's something about the web slinging on this game that I think I mean, it's just something about it that the PS2 games have that this one doesn't have. I think it's slower. Like, I think he's web slinging slower on here for some reason. Yeah, like 20 chapters in the story. Is it a $60 value? In my opinion, only if you are a real hardcore Spider-Man fan. If not, you might want to just rent this or get it pre-owned or something. But, you know, wasn't bad. Wasn't perfect. But I give this game an 85%, and you know my percentage is it's just a measurement of how much fun I had with it. So I'm gonna give it an 85. If you want to see gameplay from yours truly, feel free to check out my channel. I got some gameplay up. I even made a montage. The video prior to this one is my montage with the theme music and whatnot. So, yeah, that's how I felt about The Amazing Spider-Man. Raider out.